Okay, guys, so this is going to be a pickup of this short action sequence that I created. So, unfortunately, I started recording late, so I already have these vehicles that I put in place, built in some animations already. So, I'll just do a quick preview so you guys can see how it looks like. So, just more like a car chasing. So, but I think at that point, it's really not, it's not connecting. So, I'm going to go back a little bit and then just go see how go back some more and they open it. So it's just an open street. So I'm going to take this guy all the way back a little bit more. I'm going to roll it back some more all the way right here. Probably just push it down a little bit. Then rotate it just so you for it kind of fit in. So when I play it, if I just go and expand this, and if I play it, go ahead and play it. You see that it's not looking like the dynamics is not looking real. So at this point, I'm going to just shift it to adjust the curve, and then I think in as much as rotation is concerned, it's kind of looking great. So I'm just go back and I play it again. Yep, that looks right. Goes, and then this is where the collision actually occurs, and boom, it crashes. All right. So, but the second vehicle is actually, you see, the second vehicle is actually, meeting it, but I don't want that to happen. So I want it to kind of just have that little slight miss, So at this point, I'm just go ahead and hold that guy and just shift it out a little bit like that, and let's see how it's gonna look like. Boom, 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 boom. It's still touching a little bit, so just go to that keyframe and just shift it out a little bit more like so, and go ahead and just play it and let's see. And boom, 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 and now it's still touching a little bit, just a little. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it out some more like so. I think at this point it should be okay. So play it and goes boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's a miss I was looking for, like a slight miss, So just go ahead and just play it again a little. Let me see. Just want to go down and kind of come like right here and make sure that it's looking like okay. Don't worry about the grass. We'll take care of it at some point. So just press play and let me see how it goes at this point. And all the wall, the hills, you see all of that. We're gonna take care of that. So just go. I am sure. So what I do is just to cover that wall. I am, Let me first of all bring in some effects. This is like a particle effect. It's all Niagara based. So I'll just put this here, and then I'm gonna tap on, bring it closer. The thing is, what what I'm trying to create is, well, I'm going to attach it to the vehicle in such a way that as the vehicle is rolling around, it's going to be creating some dust particles, to show some, create some believability in the whole thing. So I'll just go here. I'm just going to add like a Niagara component, and then go ahead and just put the life cycle, because I want the particle to start spawning at that particular spot. Boom. See that it's going there. You can see that it's creating some little dust. Oh, okay. It's not following the animation. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and manually just animate this Niagara particles. So I'm going to press a play right there. I'm going to put a pause, drag that particle all the way over to that same spot, just so it be on the same spot. This particle was made in such a way that it kind of spawn particles over time. So I just did a manual animation of that part, and come back here. So if I press play, let me just go ahead and just increase the spawn size so we can have some more. Okay, now you see that. Now you can see the dust. See how the dust particle was actually following the vehicle on that part. So just go back again and just go and see. I want to bring in now another particle, which will be more like like some glass debris and all of that. So because when when a vehicle is rolling, you definitely see some glass particles, some plastic rubber, falling off. So I will go ahead and just go into here. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this particular one, since I already have the animation path. So I just duplicate that one in particular, and then just go ahead and change the Niagara system just so it maintains the same path. So just go ahead and change the Niagara system. This is actually like glass, some sparks particle, and you can see that. So that's at the point of impact. So at the point of impact, if I play it, see what happens, bam. So at that point, we have at least an impact, thing. So I will go ahead and go back a little bit, play it again, and see how it goes, and boom. All right. I think at this point, I'm recording this thing same time, and so it's kind of buffering a little bit. So at this point, it's kind of looking great. This is part of the courses that we have in the Unreal Cine DevOps, Cinematic Development and Operations. It's a course that we actually, offering now. We're about to start the classes this ending of this January. So if you're interested in this kind of animations, please do go on our website, brainsconceptstudios.com, or I'm going to leave a link on the email below. Just shoot us an email so you can get your enrollment going on. So this is part. So sorry, let me come back. So actually, this part the system that I want to put in here is actually like a, how can I explain it? Like a debris is still going to be part of the debris in that we kind of use Niagara to put that together. So you see that when you move it over time, it kind of spawns particles. It spawns dust, it spawns glass particles, it spawns smoke, it can spawn sparks. So this is just one of those things that we use just to enhance the whole scene. See that? So when I'm moving around, you can actually see it spawning particles. I don't know how this is going to look like on YouTube when it's compressed, but I hope it comes out good. So I'm actually recording 2 screens. That's why it's kind of looking a little bit squashed or tied down. So I hope you don't mind. All right, you see now the particles. Now, if I play it again, you're gonna see the particles. I'm just doing a playback. I'm just going reverse. So you can actually see it now spawning. It's actually spawning like particles over distance. So kind of simulating the fact that the car body is hitting the ground and creating sparks. Metal on a hard road surface, kind of creating the sparks and all of that. So, this is how we create some of this cool things. So, just ignore how this is looking for now. So, we're going to fix that. We're just going to add every asset. I can assure you're going to like the end product. So, at this point, I am going to go ahead and kind of push this up a little bit more because, 1 second, just want to see what's happened. Okay, that's a heat. Okay, so just go ahead and check this one out. Okay, that's the one that goes over time. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of replace one more. I'll just replace that. Then we're going down to the spawn response size or something like that, and push it up a little bit more. You know, I'm trying to create as much. Yeah, there you go. You see the impact. You can see some dust. You can see some debris. You can see some sparks. You know, some sparks in the ground. So this is supposed to be no, but it's not giving me sparks. Why? This one, no, I'm not sure it's this one. But I saved this thing shaded. Oh, okay. I think I may have to just increase the size so now you can see it is the mesh. You know, the meshes that have been spawned. You know, that just simply increase their sizes and all of that. So you can actually see the sparks in the ground. You can see that. So I'll probably just go away and go to sparks and drop this down. More, yes. Again, this is just you know, this whole scenery, this whole thing. It's an action sequence that was created all from scratch. So all the road, the hill, the trees, and everything you've seen was made from zero. From zero, the map was all designed. I put that together from nothing actually, and we have some helicopters in the air actually. So this particular part here is adding some emissive property inside of the dust particle, you know. So, but I think that was too bright. It was looking more like a smoke. But I'm trying to create like a soft silicon dust effect. Let me see if that works. I think I need to reduce that a little bit more. So let me go and put this in here like so. Let's see a little more. So I have another screen. It's just I cannot record all three screens. That's why you see my mouse is gonna go off at some point. Then you may be like, "What's happening?" Yeah. So I think this is actually looking great. This is looking great. So let me see. Oops. Man, this guy missed falling on that cliff, you know. And that was done intentionally because I wanted to create some, oh my God, kind of feeling, you know. So let's see the impact. Let's see how it goes. So if I press play, go back. No, I need to bring this down a little so I can lap on the ground. Yep, like that. And it hits, boom. There you go. There you go. So at this point, it looks great. Yep, I like that. I like that, yeah. So if I come all the way close up here, just go down some more, go right. At this point, I'm trying to create a camera. So just go here, click here, and create a real camera. So real camera is not the default camera in our engine. It's actually an external camera plugin that has been sold extra. So I drop it here on my level sequencer. You see everything goes black because the camera, you need to actually assign a body and a length. That's how realistic the camera is. So that's why I always tell people that if you want to get into Unreal cinematics and development operations, you need to understand the basics of a real life camera. So if you look at, if you see how this is looking now, it's looking a little more different. So I'm going to turn this off, switch this to movie, and then go down and just put this on 24 frames. And then I think I'm going to just go ahead and drop down the aperture right there, just so we can have some good depth of field. So now you see that things are beginning to look different, you know, because we are actually using a different, you know, we're not using the default Unreal Engine camera. This is actually an actual cinema camera. You know, it has a lot of properties that the default camera doesn't have. Even when you just look at it, the look looks different. So you look at it, looks silky. So yeah, go drop down the ISO and then just, no, that's too low. Push it up a little bit more, like so. Yeah, I think I'm liking it like that. Not too bright. So We'll play that. At that point, I'm going to move the camera this way and just take it a little bit to the side, like so. Like so at this point. So I'm already creating keyframes. So as soon as I move a camera, you know, it activates keyframes. All of this have an in-depth tutorial, an in-depth course with the full courses that we're offering. So if there's anything you're missing here, you will definitely catch it if you'll be taking our course. So I'll bring the camera right low at this point, you know, and look at that, boom, boom, boom. You see the little miss, and then this guy miss as well to hit the cliff, you know. So at this point, I think I need to move the camera a little bit out and come down and reveal. It's very important, you know. You reveal the dangers of the characters involved in an action scene. And one thing you want to do in every action scene, make sure that your camera is as low as possible on the ground, because you know that kind of bring your audience into, kind of tap your audience into the scene like they were actually present looking at the whole thing. So if I play back, see that, boom, it misses, and it misses that as well. So all these animations were, you know, I had recorded them already. You know, if you're familiar with chaos in Unreal Engine, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not familiar, again, when you join our courses, you'll get it from there in detail. So now I have that, so I need to go back and find the very beginning of my camera. So I'm going to pull back some more, just come all the way behind, because I want to kind of like follow. I want to kind of follow the vehicle from the back, and you know, do some reveal, because at some point, you know, you want to create some surprises, you know, to your audience. So if I go in front a little bit, I think I need to open this out some more. So just go ahead and change that to linear, you know. So if I go in front a little bit, then it cuts here. This is where I'm going to reveal now the other vehicle, because the audience, you know, they don't have to know that there was a vehicle coming. So I reveal this vehicle now, and it hits, boom, attract the vehicle to show the accident, and then show now the second vehicle missing to fall into the cliff, and then, you know, then all the way there, and then I'll actually track follow the vehicle with a camera, just so that the audience can actually get caught in the whole thing. So it's a kind of boom, boom, boom thing, you know. So it comes here, and then they open up, we see the vehicle coming, it misses the vehicle, it hits the vehicle, and then miss this other one, then this other one missed to fall on the cliff, and then at this point it's actually out of frame. So I bring it back a little bit, and then I play. So no, I don't want that. So let's focus on this the last chasing vehicle. So if I play here, you see how it goes, and I can end my sequence here, you know. That sequence is going to end at that part. So if I go back again, just 1 second, I think I should be able to. All right, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. The open, we reveal this guy. So at this point, hits this guy, it rolls out. So at this point, I think I want to add like an explosion, you know, boom. At this point, I want to have like a, you know, probably just say, all right, before I even explain that, you see that when I switch out of that cinema camera into the Unreal Engine camera, the standard, let me see how gaming is gonna be looking like. These are some of the things that we're gonna be discussing in our course, you know, how you can make your scene not to look like a video game, you know, make it makes your scene to look more of an actual cinematic, you know, a scenario that was recorded live rather than just a thing. So I'm bringing in an explosion here. So I'm planting this explosion at this part. So I want that at the part where they're hitting, that's where the explosion is gonna occur. So I bring that, I imported that into my sequencer, go into the track. I'm gonna add now a Niagara component. In the Niagara component, I'm just gonna look for a life cycle. Boom! I have this explosion right there. You know, this is an explosion I bought from one of my very, very, very strong friend who is a developer. You can, I think I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So look at that. As I open up the mist, it's going to hit right there, and bang, it spins around, and then we reveal this other guy. And so it kind of, the smoke from the explosion, again, you always want to in your action scenes, reveal surprises. Reveal surprises. Once it hits there, see the flame. At this point, I think it's kind of, I will raise it up a little bit so the depth, it shouldn't be like buried into the ground, so that we don't have that sharp cutting spot. So at this point, if it hits like that, see, it's kind of the smoke blocks the oncoming vehicle, and then now reveals it, and then we see how it's missing to hit the rolling vehicle. Is missing to hit the rolling vehicle, and then again missing to fall on the cliff, on the cliff. So those are some of the things that how you build tension in your scene. Look at that from that point of view. So if it hits that, but I think I want to mix. I want to add some sparks. The sparks that will actually roll, from the vehicle rolling. I don't think it's actually doing a great job. So I think I may want to make this spark some more. So let me see this one. No, this is a fire. Or maybe I just. Oh yeah, but I think I can't. Nah, it cannot. You can't just explode and start catching. You just start burning at the same time. So I'm not gonna use this one. There's some other. One second. Let's just replace this one with the ground spark and ground fire, and see how that's gonna look like. No, this is actually usable when the vehicle, if we have to reveal the vehicle on the ground burning, if it catches on fire, we're going to use this one. But again, not for this tutorial. There's a lot that we're going to be opening in our in-depth Cine DevOps course. So just catch up with us if you want to actually, you want to be able to create such scenes. So back into this, I want to kind of have this sparks. I'm sorry, I'm on the other on the other monitor where I have my content browser, so I'm kind of looking for my assets. So if you don't see my mouse this way, just don't bother. I'm still around. So I think there you go. So you can see this is the Niagara system. So it spawns sparks over time. So over distance, not over time, over distance. So at that particular point where they hit, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to create. I'm going to its track. Right there. Just press my G key. And then hold the sparks. Oh, not this one. Nope. That's gonna have to pick surprise. I'll just select it from my level sequencer, and then just drag it and bring it like right here, like so. And then I'm gonna play it again. Boom, and then see how it misses. And then I'm going to take it all the way there. Well, on the ground, you cannot have sparks. It's going to be hard because the ground is not that, it's not metallic to collide with the body and create the sparks. So you can see the sparks now. You can actually see the sparks as the vehicle is rolling over. So that's actually what we were looking for. So I'll tweak a little bit of the parameters right here, just so that we should be able to have the desired, thing. I think that's kind of small, but let's bring this on the back. This doesn't look right, by the way. It's hanging in the air, so let me correct the keyframes. I think it should be all the way on the ground. So just put this here, go to the next frame, which is this one. Just bring it to the ground, because it's supposed to, we're trying to simulate contact, the metal body of the car in the ground. So all these keyframes are wrong. So just put that. Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So I think keyframing looks right. I'm just gonna go ahead and just play with my parameters a little bit. Again, at this point, it just depends on how you want it, So there's nothing too specific here. It's just how you want it to look like. So this is actually a dependent factor. Just go back a little bit more and play it again. Boom, boom, boom. Now I like the sparks, but it's kind of looking, it's kind of small. So maybe I just go into this and just make it 0.1. All right, now we are almost getting there, but that's too much. So I'm gonna make it just increase the number a little bit, like 0.3 or something. Just boom, boom. Ah, yes, yeah, I'm liking it like that. I'm liking it like that. So let me get it to the camera. So into my cine camera, we'll see what happens. It drives, goes, and hits there like bang, boom, 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 boom. There you go. There you go. Exactly. I like it like that. I'm liking it like that. So go back and just press play. Boom, boom. Goes like that. Yep, I like it. Boop. So, yeah, I like it like that. Okay, comes this and then miss your end, and boom. All right, looks great. So I'm gonna go back all the way. So we have a lot of things, you know, that we're going to be like, you know, we still have some street assets that we are going to be adding just to design the whole thing and make it look right. So I'm gonna go into my camera. This is where things start to get cool. I'm gonna go into my my camera. I'm gonna add in some shakes. So I already have some build-up templates, so you can now see how the camera is kind of shaking a little bit. It feels like we are in another vehicle behind, driving while filming. So I'm gonna go here and add an intensive shake, because this is where the heat occurs and things the camera gets a little shaky. Boom, you see that shake? See all that shake right there at this point. So, you know, camera shake is actually used in cinematics to build tension, to build speed, to you know, to raise emotions and all of that, in as much as action, you know, and speed and all that is concerned. So at this point, see that? Boom, at this point, I'm just going to trick this out. So I'm trying to make it not to hit. It should be like a fade in, boom, 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 boom. Now you see from this point, it starts, the intensity goes up as the explosion. We have a higher intensity at this point again. At this point, we still have one, but well, immediately after he succeeds to get back on the main road, I don't think we need to have any more intensity, so we can fade that at that point. But I guess you get the point. I mean, if you have any questions, just leave it in the description below. So now I'm playing now with my camera rotation, you know, putting some cool angles, you know, just to make it be more, you know, cinematic. So if you see the camera shake, it makes the audience to feel that we were actually in another vehicle behind them, you know, filming what is happening. So it's all about simulation. I call it make-believe, you know. So if I play now, you see that it goes. I'm trying not to see the oncoming vehicle, if you understand my point. You see, I'm trying not to see the oncoming vehicle. I just want to make it to be like a surprise. You see that? It goes, and then this is when it opens. When they open, now we see the vehicle, you know, audience are going to be like, oh my God, you know, like there's a vehicle coming. So we're like, oh, stop, and stuff like that. So that's the trick when it comes to, you know, creating this and this scene. See, nobody sees the vehicle and we only see it right here. You know, when we were doing sound scoring and audio, you know, at this point you can put like a horn, bing, boom, you know, all of that, it builds the tension up. So it rotates, and this guy misses to fall. This part here is very, very cool. So at this point, I'm gonna rotate the camera a little bit this way to kind of incline it to make the, you know, make it look like, you know, it's a slight miss, you know. And then at this point, I'm going to balance the camera back, you know, kind of push it this way, no, balance it. Let me keep it like right here. Yep, and then play it. It goes in front. Then I'm going to balance it at some point. I'm going to keep it straight. And then here, I'm just going to bring it back bring it back normal. So this inclination again, like I said, is just going to add more on the tension, you know. So at this point, we look at we're kind of, you know, like one side, you know what I'm saying? And then it gets to a particular point where it's kind of balanced, and then it gets to a point where, you know, things are looking too wild. At that point, you know, if you play with your camera real good, you get good results, and we see reveals that. So right here, I think I may want to you know, just here. Right now I'm playing with focus. So here I'm going to be focusing on the vehicle, on this black Mustang muscle car. So because I want, you see now, the oncoming vehicle is blurred. So now I'm going to rack focus from the Mustang all the way to the oncoming vehicle. That's where we are revealing. And when it hits at this point, I'm going to bring my focus to the rolling vehicle. And then at this point again, see, I'm going to go around. I think this looks good. Just go around, and then right here, I'm going to focus on this guy who's missing to fall on the cliff. But again, that doesn't let, you know, I don't think it should be that sharp. So I'm going to take not that sharp. I'm going to rack the focus a little bit out of the vehicle. See that? Just like that, you know, so that in the mind of the audience, they are not seeing exactly what's happening, but they are trying to see, you know, struggling to see. That brings them more into the scene. And at this point, I'm going to now focus on the vehicle, because he or she finally succeeded not to fall, you know, and then it rolls it all the way out again. So, yep. See, if I play now from here, you see how you can actually see the depth of field. You know, you can understand everything from here. So, I think let me just push the camera down like this, so we can have triple reveal. The first reveal is revealing the black vehicle. Second is revealing this oncoming vehicle. That's the second reveal. See that? The second reveal is this oncoming vehicle right here. And okay, if we can copy this from here and put it on this other side. Oops, my recording is kind of paused. I don't know what's happened. Okay, reveal, we hit. Now we reveal the next vehicle, reveal the cliff. You see what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of reveal, you know. First we reveal, our camera is looking, facing the ground. We reveal the Mustang. The Mustang drives us into the scene. We reveal the oncoming vehicle. It drives us into the crash. We reveal the oncoming vehicle. It drives us again across the rolling vehicle, revealing the cliff. So these are all, you know, strategies that you use to build tension in your audience when you're creating cinematics. You're creating on developing cinematics, and see that right here, the camera expunges to the ground. It reveals these three vehicles, open up, reveal this oncoming vehicle. See what I'm saying? And then it's gonna the loading is kind of slow, so it's going to crash. The flames reveal this other one that misses to hit the rolling vehicle, and it's going to miss to fall on the cliff, revealing the cliff to us, and then succeeds in making its way across. So so my screen recorder is kind of slow. Oh my God. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let me just see if I can play it some more, and then just adjust this a little bit. So we were really encouraging, you know, people who wants to learn this kind of, you know, productions and everything. You know, just join the team, and I don't think you're going to regret it. So now we want to do just a little bit of set dressing. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy, because when we when we do our final, so at this point, I'm trying to cover, see what my camera is seeing. So my camera is seeing this part of the cliff. The secret behind this whole thing is just not to bother about what your camera is not seeing. Anything that I see within my frame, that's what I bother about. Because, some people, they'll go around building the entire city, creating millions and trillions of polygons, overloading your system, and then it's going to crash, or you might not end up getting what you want to get. So I'm just going to bring some assets, some rock assets here, and then see how I can merge them into this wall, just to bring some fine details into the whole thing. And then I want to use this little part that budges out to create another missing scene, not missing as in missing, but like another miss to crash. I want the Mustang to pass like a little bit close to the rock in such a way that it's going to be like it almost hit the rock, but it did not. So that's why you see I'm not taking it too close into the wall. I'm keeping it like a little close to the road. So I'm just instancing these rocks and then just covering more space. When I do that, I'm gonna go into my camera and just check how it looks like. Again, you want to play with the rotation somehow, just so it doesn't look the same. Doesn't look like it's just a duplicate of assets. But playing with rocks are always like not too much difficult. If you want to like hide some things. All right, you see how that little part that budges out, this part that budges out, that's a part I wanted to stand out. Even this other one here, just so that the Mustang is gonna pass really close to it. Boom! See that it passes really close to it. So from a bird's eye view, that's what you can see. But again, if we're doing drone shots, we're gonna be covering a lot of we're gonna be doing a lot of set dressing just to make sure that things looks right and organic in a way. So yeah, I think so far, if I get it, I'll go back into the camera and just play it. Boom, boom, boom. Now you see the cliff. It's looking so nice. But at this point, all right, you see the mist. That's the little mist I was looking. See where the Mustang kind of goes just below that cliff, just right below this cliff right here. So, but I'm not gonna bother about that. So I'm gonna, because this part is also visible to my camera, so I'm gonna just go ahead and duplicate some of these assets and just cover it some more, or probably just bring something that looks a little different. I'll just pull this guy here, just spin it around 180 and just raise it up to about 45 degrees and just scale it up all the way up, and then just bury that a little, push it behind, bury it into the ground a little bit, just so we have something that looks like an actual landscape. The goal is we are trying to make it not to look like just fake, and then bringing these other assets that we're going to use this one to bury it into the walls, cover some more space, and just bring it back like that. Just have some organic, looking scenario. All right, so let's go into the camera and see. There you go. Or reveal, go on beneath the rock. There you go. There you go. And that looks really cool. And there you go. And you can see now that the background is all the way to that part. I don't think I'm really concerned about the other side. But right here, this cliff right here, the landscape is not looking cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring one more of these rocks, put it there, and just press it on the wall, take it down a little bit more. We'll just sink that down a little more like that, and then duplicate it. Just duplicate this one and just cover all the space. Let's make it big and then duplicate it. At this part, since we're just gonna go over this like real quick, and we're not seeing the down section of it, So I don't think we need to bother a lot, because we may end up, if we try to put a lot of rocks in, we may end up filling up the the cliff, and then it's not gonna be having that much attention again, you know, the audience, you know, in as much as this guy that misses to fall is concerned. So I'm just duplicating this here, just trying to make it look somehow nice, if that's the right word. And let's put this here, push it in there, just for the eyes. Put it here, and I'm gonna bring it down like this and push it inside, like so. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Now that looks like what I'm talking about. So see that it goes boom, 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 boom. It misses there, boom. Misses explode, boom. Reveal this other one, boom. Misses to fall on the cliff, and there you go. But I think if I go back a little bit, this part, yeah, right here. I don't think I like it. So I may want to. I may want to. Bring this here. Just fit in there. So again, we have so many interesting courses in as much as these animations and scene developments are concerned. Crazy scenes, and the good side of it is all our courses are going to be practical like this. You know, we'll not be having any, you know, long theory talking there, and end up not being able to, you know, finish your learning what you wanted to learn. So I'm just going to duplicate this and duplicate again. The course is actually going to be for 3 months, 10 hours a week, you know, so you're looking at what, probably 120 hours total. Yeah, if you want to know details, just shoot an email. You will definitely get a lot. So I plan not to drag this for too long, you know, so misses that part, hits right there, it goes around, misses right there, it goes around, it misses there, and it goes in. Yep. So if it can look this much cool, then imagine when we do the rendering, you know. So this is just playing off of you know, off of the Unreal Engine editor. So again, like I said, there's a whole lot of set dressing that is going to be done. You know, you can see some grass poking off of the road, which is not practical. So all of that, when we wrap up our animations, you know, actually, you know, get now into cleaning of the streets, you know, doing set dressing, you know, adding details, you know, putting decals and all of that. So it's another part of the whole thing, which is actually given attention after the entire animation is done. So you see that it goes, but at that part, I'm still seeing some stuff over there. But I mean, I don't think I really want to bother about that. It's just more of a demo thing. So see that it misses right there, and it's going down. So this is looking actually right. So thank you all for watching. If you are interested in learning more of cinematic and Unreal Engine and you know, development and operations, you just want to go ahead and send us an email on brainsconcept@webs@gmail.com. You know, we have a lot of courses like this to cover. If you've been following my animations, you must have seen that we do a lot of car chases, explosion, helicopter, water, ocean works, and all of that. You know, music videos, green screen, and Unreal Engine. That's another big topic on its own, which is also part of our on the courses that we offer. So our website is brainsconceptstudios.com. If you want to check me out, I'm on Instagram, Dexter_Brains_verified. On YouTube is Dexter Brains or Brains Concept Studios. On Facebook, I'm Dexter Brains, Washington. So yeah, thanks for your time, and I hope I didn't hold you for too long. God bless you and catch you on the next one. Ciao.